Wäre cool, wenn wir kurz. Achso, egal. Hello! Here we are to the first Dach Community Beginners Weekly. Welcome everybody. Glad you could make it. We have our first two participants already in the room as well. Let's see, we have a Potemkin and a Kai. Oh, let me check something real quick. We have a problem in the bracket. Okay. Seems like the problem resolved. Yeah, currently I am commentator and TO at the same time. So bear with me if I become quiet for a few seconds. Anyway, we have a very quick start here. Mido very aggressive, using the Dire Eclat to its full potential. Nice setup here with the Garuda impact from Potemkin. Taking the first round here. Like the first life, let's say, for Salty. Mido very... Ooh, going in with a Wild Assault, very aggressive, but spacing very carefully, like to see it. It's always a good idea to try to whiff punish Potemkin instead of trying to challenge his very slow but powerful buttons. Ooh, wake up Potbuster for the big damage into the red RC conversion. Ooh. And the first match goes to Salty, 1-0. The very nice Potbuster on Wake Up. Or rather meaty Potbuster. And again, Salty seems to be in the driving seat. Ooh. Got to punish the slide head, but Salty quick on the uptake and reversing the situation here. Oh, do we get a wall break? We do get a wall break. Very nice. Good combo conversion here. Nice pickup from Mido. Update score. Oh yeah, I forgot to press the button. Thank you. Man, I need more screens for all these control... what the controller I need here. Very, like, he's using Dire Eclat, or they're using Dire Eclat a lot. Ooh, barely whiffing the Potbuster here. But doesn't get punished quite in time. Oh, strong pressure here, trying to frame trap the Potemkin, but Salty not falling for it. Staying calm in the defense, you like to see it. Ooh, with the armored move, getting out. Oh, and back into the corner again. This round much slower. Ooh, now in Garuda Impact Hell, but nice smash out here by Mido. Ooh, and a big frame trap counter hit. Not converting perfectly, but the damage is there and the throw to finish it. Yeah, German server, but streams and casts in English. That's because this event is in for the EMEA event. So 1-1. Updating the scoreboard right now before you bicker again. Ooh, honest footsies here. Both players waiting a bit. And the burst to keep Pot in the corner. Not the worst option. With a big conversion. Lot of damage. Potemkin on life support here. It's Salty very patient, waiting for his turn. Ooh, but the throw. Kai, honest strike throw character. Mega Fist start. Was a forward Mega Fist. Could have been punished after block. I don't know if Mido is aware of that. The Fudra arc into throw. Classic Kai setup. Ooh, I think that was a punish for backwards Mega Fist. Ooh, and throw clash. Starting to catch up on the rotations Mido is going through. So we see Salty is in the process of downloading Mido's approaches here. Could become dangerous for Mido later if he doesn't, or they don't adapt counter-adapt early enough. Very close match here though. Every time going to last round. Yeah. Now you're like in the corner pressure again. Burst gets him out. Ooh, nice pot buster for the big damage. And like very close again here. Ooh, the jump. Ooh, and now you need to block. Oh, that was the yellow RC to circumvent the high-low mix. Like, is it a 2K, is it a 2D, or is it a 5D? But yeah, the Ggst Dach putting a stop to that. Ooh, the barely missing the slide head. Ooh. That was a very nice setup here. Salty is controlling space really well, trying to go for options that cover multiple defensive options, and having great success so far. The Garudas always cover more than just the meaty. And Mido here on extremely alive. Yeah, just was about to say next hit kills. Oh, and I didn't Wait, I didn't upgrade score, right? My bad. Salty won the last one, right? I think. It's 2-1 for Salty, I think. Am I correct? Or am I seeing ghosts? Very nicely with the drift potbuster. Love to see it. Just some Potemkin 101. Oh, barely misses the red RC. A nice attempt for a conversion though. And now one neutral wins it. Oh, and the 2K gets it. And with that, Salty advances to the next round, 3-1. Let me have a look into the channels if there are any problems coming up. Everybody's finding the matches. I think Devil Wish has problems. Maybe it's the Challenge website. Be aware that when you're on the Challenge website, when you're scrolling the whole website, not the bracket. So you have to drag with the left mouse button. You need to kind of like drag and hold the bracket and pull it up or down. So, who do we have next? I guess like the stream jumped to Flapse and Bailey, but I think they're probably already playing, right? So next, let me see if I can just like manually set the streaming setups. Stations. All right, let's toggle this, save that. Then let's see, how's the bracket currently looking? Yeah, let's take the next match from Patschipa and whoever wins theirs, because I assume that the round 2 matches are already underway, some of which at least. reassign, and the opponent first is on stream. So I just messaged the people in round 2 who are still waiting on opponent, which we just got. So it's ViceVersa and Dirk on stream in room code. Alright, so let's assign that in the bracket. Where is my... there it is. Reassign match. And we want... assign match. Nice. They should be here in a minute. Ah. Okay, so Dinkleberg, I wanted to have Dinkleberg and ViceVersa next, but they are stuck in a room they hosted where other people from the tournament are playing. So we have to wait for those to finish or for Patschipa to get their opponent, which would be Flapsatan or Bailey Bay. One is a Milia player from Germany, I know, and the other is a Geo player I know from Great Britain, from the UK. So we're waiting a bit right here. Okay. Okay, Dinkleberg is here. So, we do get Dinkleberg against ViceVersa next. Nice. Already on screen is Dinkleberg, who is a Nago as it seems. Let me update. Oh, ViceVersa should be right on the right though. I think they switched sides, right? Let me see. Yeah, they did switch sides, okay. ViceVersa 0-0. Save. Right. Nago against Milja. Most often than not, this is a matchup where Milja is on the offense and mixing Nago left and right, who has rather slow buttons. A few good anti-air options, but on the counter side, if Nago does get in, Milja is toast. Let's see here how this turns out. Oh, the burst got ViceVersa into the corner, but Dinkleberg failed to get very big conversion. Got a good anti-air here. And now Milja on the offense again. With a good super conversion. Didn't get the wall break though. And now, as we see, a normal combo from Nago with a super finisher, which drains 200 blood by the way. Such big damage. So, positive bonus here for Dinkleberg and removing his blood after the super. But already adding new blood. And now Milja is in a world of pain. And already dead. Oh, eating counter after counter. ViceVersa needs to become a bit calmer here with punishing. Oh, what a great throw though. I didn't know if that was a hard read. Oh, and the bite resets the blood, and with the red RC conversion, this should kill. And Dinkleberg gets the first point on the scoreboard. Yeah. So what I was about to say was that ViceVersa needs to be a little bit more calm and try to whiff punish. Or mix more, I guess. Dinkleberg seems to be aware of some of the mixes, so you can't just autopilot. Ooh. Nice jump out from the Nago here and a bite. Red RC to finish it off once more. Big damage. Big damage. The momentum definitely here in the favor of Dinkleberg, who is putting on hell of a pressure. Nice frame trap here and reset. Ooh, and the mix with the low and high from the Beyblade DP. Yeah, it's a tough matchup for Milja for sure. One of those matchups where, like, if either of the players doesn't really saw it too much, really fast you can just get, like, run over by a truck, kind of. Oh, big anti-air here after the Fukyo. And keeping on his momentum. Dashing a lot though here. Like Fukyo backwards, forwards, adding a lot of blood. Ooh, and now the hair car to tell the Dinkleberg, you know what, I can do that too. Long range buttons. A little bit of one-dimensional pressure on block, but very nice air-to-air here. Oh, pressed, unfortunately. And the super could kill. Let's see what the last hit. No, not quite. One more neutral action should finish it. Oh, and blocks the Beyblade here, nice. With throw tech, very nice as well. But 2k to finish it off. Potentially match point here. Oh, the throw again, using the heavy slash hair setup, which was a bit too slow. Now with the super wall break, getting a hard knockdown with that, able to keep up pressure after the wall break. But a lot of resources on ViceVersa's side. Still has burst, still has meter. Oh, and the gold burst for the positive bonus. Now a lot of pressure possible here. Going for the super reset again, but gold burst from Nago as well. Oh, sick 2D from the counter hit. Good conversion here. And I could have got maybe a little bit more. Ah, and whiffs the meaty. Unfortunate here. With a fast 3-0 from Dinkleberg. And with that, Dinkleberg advances to the round of 3. And ViceVersa dropping down to the losers bracket. But it's double elimination. If you drop low, you don't automatically lose the entire tournament. Now, I said top 8 is everything on stream. So next we should see Nyudu and Yoko. Let's tell them. I hope they didn't jump in too fast. Yoko on 742 on stream, please. Let's set it in the bracket as well so everybody can see. Assign match bracket. Okay. Let's see, yeah, they are here, very nice. So they didn't jump the gun. Perfect for us. So we have Nyudu on the left here. Let me update the scoreboard. Nyudu and Yoko or Joko, I'm not sure, but since they are German, I assume Yoko. Platform problems, maybe. Let's see, did they write something in the chat? Oh, I didn't get pinged so far. Oh, they're switching sides. Interesting. I think in the bracket though, Nyudu is on the top, so Nyudu should be on the left. No idea what's going on. Let's ask them. Okay, so they finally decided on a side. Bridget versus Asuka. So then swap these two. Nyudu. And we have one zoner against the mid-range semi-rushdown character with a lot of mixes, but now already a great start from here from Nyudu with a good combo and the wall break with a positive bonus. Misses the gold burst though, but gets a very nice anti-air. Now, I know that Nyudu loves his teleports and now he has two. Ooh. Nice option here on the defense to jump and not get mixed too hard. Well, trying here to preemptively catch an air button. Didn't work out quite perfectly. Ooh. Bridget maybe a little bit too eager on the jump-ins. But for now on the offense. Ooh, gets a very good scooter counter hit. The red RC conversion, set up with the yo-yo as well. And keeping on the pressure here. Nyudu in a bit of struggle town here. Ooh, but the 6P gets him out perfectly, and now it's his turn with a little bit of connection problems here maybe. Oh, no, but the spades are flying out. Ooh. Oh, he's so long in the air, casting like 3 spells. And Yoko a little bit lost how to approach this, since there's just Cube City waiting for him. They are burning cubes, they are wiggling cubes, but finds the perfect opportunity to get in, finds the right gap to punish Nyudu, and with that, it's even again. Both players very cautious here. And Yoko always trying to fish for the right opportunity. Oh, but a quick charge 5 dust promises a lot of damage, so Yoko here firing up the burst to get out of it, not risking eating a random 200 damage. Ooh, but the cubes keep coming. A lot of meter here on both sides. With a red conversion. Let's see, does it not quite wall carry, but gets a reset with a low profile button. And now the positive bonus on Yoko's side. But Nyudu still has a lot of resources. A little bit low on mana though, and the mana shield breaks. It doesn't really get the conversion, but in the end it is enough. It was a very close match here. Seems to be very promising. 1 point for Yoko on the board. And Nyudu a bit, I think, a little bit scared maybe here. Not too familiar with the matchup, but then again I don't know how Asuka against Bridget plays out. And the big problem here for Asuka is that Bridget can very safely destroy all the cubes, or like most of the cubes at least. And the setups, yeah, I guess as long as Asuka doesn't get a DP, it's maybe probably hard to get out of all these air yo-yo setups. Yeah. And the scooter always a little bit of guesswork going on. Are you getting thrown? Is there a reset? Is there a high-low mix? And it's very hard to work against that. Very defensive approach here from Nyudu now. Trying to get all the right spells. Finally has the mana buff he was waiting for all the time, I assume. And the 2D, the fast swipe. And good conversion here with the purple RC. Is it a wall break? Not quite. But it gets a reset and a kill with 1 pixel of health left over. Barely scraping by here. Crawling his way to the round win. And this obviously often is a little bit of mental damage as well, because like if you lose a round like that, often you can't help but be a little bit frustrated, and all these little things start to accumulate. But you can't let it get to you. You need to stay calm, find your game plan, find your victory condition and work on that. And that's for Yoko, definitely trying to find these gaps, doing this really well after getting bombarded with spells, getting perfectly in with a good conversion into a wall break. And with the resources now on their side, like with a fast recovering burst meter here and the conversions, they can get nearly a wall break. But the fast high-low mix closes it out. Once again, very, very close here this match. Both players not moving an inch, giving it their all. Ooh, nice teleport in here with the overhead. Not quite expected from Yoko, who expected to block more projectiles. Ooh, but the staff setup failed a bit, or Yoko was just that fast on the uptake. Need to care though, with the cubes still lingering behind you. Setup is over though right now. The mana is still there. New set here and a lot of... Yeah, okay, that was just too much. I was just about to say, Asuka ran through his entire set, and with that recovering some cards he couldn't have before, and the low came back together with the teleport for a nice mix-up. Nyudu here in the corner again, right from the round start. Oh, and Yoko finding like this, like finding a gap where you can go in like through the entire screen is such good play. Like really finding these options quite well, being fast on the uptake, great reaction time. But then again, like the combos of Nyudu as well are so good. Like as long as they get in, they do get the damage. Leapt out really nice. The conversions are there. But man, the neutral from Yoko, you can't underestimate it. Gets so many neutral win options here. And every time a good conversion into a wall break, giving him so much, like there's so much resources just on Yoko's side every time. And another red conversion, that should be a wall break as well. Oh, drops it unfortunately, but a fast reset. Nyudu not realizing, or like, I guess not expecting the combo drop and not holding backwards. Ooh, nice. Blocking the high option here at a quick 6p. Expecting the roll in after the 2-on-4S from Bridget. Like perfectly countered, and now they're on the offense here, and it's Bridget's problem. Nope, didn't catch. Oh, tried to catch like Asuka in the middle of a spell cast. Didn't quite get it, but they also didn't expect the low scooter option after that. With a meteor from above, you gotta have an eye out for whatever Asuka is able to throw at you. Not what they're throwing at you currently, but also what's in the spellbook up. And if there is a meteor, you better are prepared to block high, even full screen. Oh, the big block string here with the yo-yo setup, but Nyudu getting out of it perfectly. Very well done. That's one of those options you can do against the yo-yo setup. Stay just slightly out of range, and when they try to close the gap, you can get a free 6p more often than not. Oh, the mana shield just broke. 6p is here to save the day once again. But both are very low HP now. And Yoko gets himself or themselves another round. Very, very nicely done here. Keeping a cool head. Now 2-1 on the board here for Yoko. Definitely the momentum on their side. Ooh, and the like kind of faking a yo-yo setup and then just going in with a scooter low anyway. Oh, the 2D just whiffs barely from Asuka here, and directly, like instantly a punish from Yoko. As I said before, very fast on the uptake, very good reaction times. Really can't whiff too much against this Bridget. Ooh, both players fishing here for an air option from their opponent here at round start, resulting in nothing happening at all. But now, ooh, the high cube, like covering the airspace, so good. And then going under it, throwing more options at the Bridget. Now again, where's that opening? And Nyudu is just throwing themselves into the mix as well. Now, if you keep finding gaps in my spellcasts, how about you find a gap in my fist? Just running at them, hitting them in the face. Always good to mix it up. Now Yoko needs to adapt to that new Asuka here. Ooh, a nice 6p here on the defense again. Like, we got the timing out for those approaches. And again, like, these roll-ins seem to be figured out by Nyudu. And Yoko has to find a new way to get in. Maybe just fake it or going for different options. But, I mean, Nyudu is on very low HP here. Mana shield still intact though, but mana kind of low, needs to look out. Doesn't have the spell that recovers mana quickly. Now with a mini Gigantakai, but destroyed by a quick yo-yo disjoint. Oh, the PRC, that was a very nice idea, but the button from Nyudu was already active. And the Earthquake to finish it off for a very close 2-2 here. Man, each player giving their all. Ooh, the very early burst. Didn't want to get into a very unfortunate corner situation, let's call it that. But both players like more aggressive now with their actual character models, not relying too much on these long range setups. And this time the PRC connects correctly and we see a great conversion. The mana shield is gone now. Nyudu has to be extremely careful. Every damage now counts quintuple fold. And we see that just these 3-4 hits, draining nearly half HP and the wall break to finish it off. Yeah, often against Asuka, as you just saw, you can just be very patient. And as soon as the mana gets low, you just break the mana barrier and then go full ham. They can't cast spells anymore, and if you get in, very quickly it can be over, a game over. Ooh. The projectile trading with a disjoint. scrambled situation right there, both players missing each other multiple times in a row. But in the end Nyudu came out on top. But still potential match point here, since Nyudu is on his really the last 50 hit points maybe. But it does work out in the end. And yeah. Match ball here. Losers goes to the losers quarterfinal, I think. So still very far ahead. Oh, let me see, I got a ping in the Discord. Let me see, I have to help someone out. Can they play? I will stream you next. Just wait a bit. And sorry I didn't get the last moments here because I had to answer someone at help desk. Yeah, with that, Yoko, by the grit of their teeth, advances into winners semifinals. Stations, assign match, Patschipa against Dinkleberg. We have our next winners quarterfinals match. Let me set the score correctly. Dinkleberg will be on the right and Patschipa on the left. Nyudu here now in the losers bracket, but with the performance we just saw of them, pretty sure this wasn't the last we saw of them. Dinkleberg and Patschipa. Yes. So, the other quarterfinals match underway. We have a Geo here. Very interesting for me, since I play Geo myself. Let's see what we can see. Generally the plan here is to whiff punish the slower buttons of Nagaryuki and stuff some of their approaches. Ooh, but now the mix from Nago obviously is there, with a very nice JH counter hit into a fast slash conversion, and just barely drops the wall break combo. Ooh, honest footsies here from both characters, trying to get the medium range into action. Just one more could finish it here. Oh, nice backdash to dodge the throw. Ooh, but then the back throw incident. Very unfortunate here. But the resources a bit more on Patschipa's side here. Nago obviously not too easy to punish. Ooh. And you have always gotta be aware of the throw mix, of the high-low of Beyblade DP. And there it is, the bite into Red RC to get a combo, but Burst gets them out just in time. So Patschipa now on the offense, very nice throw bait to get a nice war break for themselves. And now with positive bonus, Geo is extremely scary with all that meter. Ooh, and a nice close slash 5H super conversion for the wall break and the kill. And Nago just also spent their burst completely. So now same resources. Oh, the wild assault here with the invul frames to get into the round start option. But a quick JH just completely reverses it. And now you're in the corner against Geo, and that is always a very, very painful place to be. And after the wall break, oh, the second hit of the DP with very long range counter hit here. 100 meter though here, and full burst for Patschipa, so Nago always has to be very careful for a reversal. But gets in with a cheeky throw after blocking the JH. Oh, like very scary situation here with a... But with a... Ooh. Not quite converting the frame trap counter hit, but a quick reversal, as I said before, makes short process with the last pixels of Nago's health. So now 1-0 for Patschipa on the board. Definitely momentum in their favor right now. Oh, barely misses the meaty bite. Oh, it was the throw, I'm not sure. Maybe Dinkleberg getting a little bit nervous here, throwing a lot of throws out there. I mean, half of the time they do connect. But if Patschipa starts to, catch on or not miss their meat. Did I see this right? Dinkleberg practically just won this round of her throws. Patschipa here whiffing a lot of their meaties. Ooh, that's plus a cell. Like throwing a button into 236k, always very dangerous. And the multi-hit of the 2S catching the low block. Or rather, catching the stop low block. Both players extremely proactive here. The equalizer. Oh, nice poking here with the 2k. Like, Patschipa really got the basics down. Great offense. Maybe like lacking in the meaties a bit and conversions are sometimes dropping. But man, like the neutral game is catching Dinkleberg so many times off guard. Really, it doesn't look too shabby here if you ask me. Whoa, that was a sick backdash, catching that perfectly and getting a nice conversion as a result and finishing Dinkleberg. Now 2-0 for Patschipa. And now as a Nago, you really get into the situations where you are kind of getting run over and Nago isn't the fastest character. I mean, yeah, you have Fukyo, you have Shizu, and you have Beyblade. But on general, like Gio has the perfect tools to have punish you. A very nice reverse super here. A bit risky with 50 meter, but it works out for great damage. Also, Nago super drains 200 blood, so they should get down on the blood meter again. Patschipa saying, I can do that too. And with them being in the offense again, ooh, a very nice bait with a whiff punish here. Wall break not quite enough right now, but ooh, that was an unfortunate close slash. Scrambly situations here, both have meter. Ooh, and with a wild assault gets it. Dinkleberg saying, I am not just rolling over and die. I'll fight back, I'm giving it all. Now with a very high blood combo, but followed up with a bite just to get it down again, and now we have very good pressure. Dinkleberg kind of waking up here, showing them what they're made of. Like, no, this is not me. I can reverse this. And with a very great reversal, taking it back 2-1. Gotta be careful not to get carried away by the momentum you were building about the last 2 rounds. As we just saw, your opponent will fight back. Oh, nice. The jumps are very nice. JH got a lot of range. You gotta respect that. Blood very high now, of course. This gives you better frame data on Nago, but you also get so much more damage if you get countered. And this is what we just saw right there, dropping like a third of your HP from a very simple 5-hit combo. But getting away with it, and with another super on wall break, that finishes definitely, even without the wall break. And now Dinkleberg kind of looks like the first two matches were a trap to like make Patschipa feel safe in their approaches, and now they're like reversing it completely, going completely ham on them, slashing and kicking and biting their way through the life bar of the Giovanna, and another bite finishes it, just getting the burst back up and not even having the time to use it for a fast 2-2 now. Very good equalizer here. Dinkleberg definitely needed that. And now let's see if they downloaded Patschipa completely, or if Patschipa can adapt, change the game plan a bit and come like fight back here, because now it just looks like ooh, back throw incident. Now it just looked like the Nago was like in the driver's seat. But Patschipa finding himself, and now yeah, no, I'm not getting hit by a fourth reverse to super, not today. But the 100 meter saves Nago, but the Fukyo is safe. Didn't press a button. Both players having an option out of the whiffed super though. Love to see it, not just throwing away resources without any care in the world. Whoa, that was a quick reaction. And another super here, both people just throwing it out, but this time there's not a red RC to save you. Little bit of a slow reaction here from Patschipa to punish the super, but gets in with the 2S. With a very important kill here on the board. And now potential match point, dodging the Blade, but the JS whiffs. JK is better in those situations generally. Whoa, very nice bait with a backdash here, very well done. And the ideas of Patschipa are there. Now the execution needs just to be a little bit faster. Resources on Nago's side now, and especially the life bar. Next situation here could kill Giovanna, but we have a good... Ooh, does this wall break? Or barely not. 5A whiffs on Meaty, and with that Dinkleberg crawls his way back from a 2-0 into his match ball here. Both players on their last life. Meter advantage in Patschipa's favor. Backdash this time gets caught, and we have a super wall break here for the blood reset, I assume as well, because the scaling already was quite high. Also the hard knockdown obviously keeps you in the on the offense. Now you need to care. Ooh, very good counter hit. No wide assault conversions, although this could have been a wall break for Giovanna. And again the backdash incident gets caught. And Dinkleberg completely reverse sweeping here Patschipa. Very, very, very well played by both players here. Like showcasing also their strengths. We love to see it. So now I got pinged a bunch of times. So let's see. So the losers round of 4 is the next where we will go. Let's take a look at them for a moment here, because we haven't seen Cunklol yet. I mean, we will see another match of Patschipa right away, but that's fine. That gives me time to drink a bit of water. Stay hydrated. Also, moisten your lips when you talk so much. ASMR stream. Oh, did you hear me drink? Oh, my bad. I didn't know my microphone would pick that up. My bad. So let's see, who do we get next? I think ViceVersa and Flapse are already in match. I accidentally wrote that round 3 and losers round, like winners round 3 and losers round 4 will be on stream, like because those are top 8. But actually losers round 3 already is top 8 as well, and I messed that up a bit. My mistake, sorry. I guess that's because I think if we would have had 16 participants, I think losers round 3 wouldn't have been top 8. But since 2 players dropped out, this changed a bit. And I didn't quite really, yeah, catch that. Right, they seem to be playing already. Then let's go for Patschipa and Cunklol. Oops, no, I don't want to play. My bad. So let's assign that station. Patschipa and Cunklol, assign match. And also update the scoreboard. We do have Patschipa on the left and Cunklol on the right. 0-0. Is the title right? What, the streaming title? Did I mess that up? Oh yeah, it's... oh yeah, right. Oh, yeah, my bad. Whoops. Yeah, I should have changed that. My bad. Can I change that? I kind of fucked that up. My bad, my bad. I mean, we all know what we're here for. Axel. So Cunklol appears to be an Axel. Nice, you haven't seen one yet. Let's see if it starts. Sometimes the stations don't really want you to. Ah, now we're going. Nice. So, this is losers round 4. If I saw that correctly. Yep, I did. Ooh. Like a triple counter at start here from Patschipa for big damage, and that builds a lot of tension, and with that a wall break with a super just deals so much damage. Maybe Sankir not aware of the frame traps that Giovanna is setting up. You gotta be careful for those. And now the zoning is on the way. And let's see how good Patschipa can deal with the tools of Axel. And getting in often is very painful, but they do find a way. And a great counter hit close slash for big damage once again. Ooh, messing up the super input here. I mean, I'm not wanting to assume things, but 6H instead of super, it does happen. It does happen. And very close match here again for the start. Ooh, very nice block and just going for the 5k counter hit on the offense now. And you're in the world of pain. Ooh, nice catching the flip. Like, you're not mixing me today, sir. A bit too fast here, trying to punish like the ventilator. Ooh, the air to air here on point. And yeah, first round here for Patschipa. Cunklol a bit too hasty on defense, as it seems, pressing buttons where they shouldn't. But it's always a process of figuring stuff out. And now Axel in his element, zoning away with his sickles. Oh, does that hit? It doesn't. Oh, it does! What? But it like doesn't give you the whole damage because the follow-up hit doesn't hit. Yeah. Zoning out Patschipa successfully. Our resources big in favor for Patschipa here. Has full burst, full meter, positive bonus. Oh, a big 2K, 2 and 4K counter hit. And a 6H into 6H. I assume there should be like maybe a shove or a super somewhere there. But I mean, it worked in the end, so who cares? Yeah, both players understanding their tools very well here, I think. Now, the person that figures out the tools of the opponent first is probably the one that gets out on top first. Was it an air dash? There was an air dash. And with that, neutral distance is established. But what does Giovanna care about neutral distance? We just dash dash. With a nice burst bait to finish it off. For a quick 2-0 here for Patschipa on the board. Now Cunklol really in a world of trouble. You need 3 consecutive wins here to get it back. And that's a huge mountain to climb. Ooh, but a very good start to run up this mountain and the command throw to mix it up a bit. And now Patschipa here struggling to what has become of this Axel, suddenly throwing 4 or 5 different options into my face. Better not let him do it again. My turn to trouble you. Now, if I'm in offense, they can't be in offense. And for now, that does seem to work out very well. With a quick super wall break for the positive bonus. And we are close for a perfect round here. And for the charged 5 dust to finish it off in style. Potential match point here. Or set point, rather, I should say. Because attempts another charged 5 dust, but Cunklol here. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Not gonna happen today. Not getting dust comboed here. Ooh. Also Patschipa on the uptake here, learning about when the command throw is getting out. Whiffing the meaty just barely, and the super countered, leaving Patschipa with 1 pixel of health. Ooh, and the burst barely whiffs. But Cunklol taking it back here. Also saw Dinkleberg not rolling over and thought, man, I can do that as well. Who says you can just 3-0 me here without any defense, without any fighting back? Not me. Oh, very nice air conversion. The 2.4k just barely missing. short leg syndrome here for Giovanna, unfortunately. But it does happen. And again, dodging this command throw perfectly. When this whiffs, definitely as well. Waits for the second hit, very nice. I think you can jump over the second hit as well and get a nice counter hit in. But, I mean, that's something you have to know. Just blocking a throw is also fine. Your opponent just wasted 50 meter for nothing. Now, Patschipa again in the driver's seat. Saying, I saw the comeback earlier. It happened to me once. You think I let it happen twice? You are not the second person who's going to reverse sweep me. 3-1, Patschipa advances to the... what is it? Is it losers? Losers semifinals, actually, yeah. Advances to losers semifinals. Now, let's see the other losers round 4 match. Nyudu against ViceVersa. And from then on, we can just watch the bracket fold out right in front of us. So for the last losers quarters, we have Nyudu against ViceVersa. Very good conversion into the wallback here. Nice round start for ViceVersa. Already getting a lot of damage in, and the mana of Nyudu is very low. Desperately trying to fill it up. Gets the right spell for it, and now all the tools in their hands to turn this around. Nice counter hit here. Ooh, but doesn't quite get the conversion. Ooh, nice super to just reverse the situation here. Now Nyudu again in a world of trouble. Ooh. On this last pixel of health. And mana very low. Yeah. ViceVersa finding the right moment to close it off here. Now the mix is starting to happen. Ooh, dodges the throw perfectly, but doesn't quite react in time to get the punish off. Maybe not prepared for the situation. It looks like we have a little bit of connectivity issues. It's lagging. Yeah, the game is lagging, yeah. Nyudu is typing. Ah, Nyudu didn't close the stream, that's why it was lagging. Can we start the round anew? Ah, for sure. Okay, so Alright. So since Nyudu was lagging, following a known issue, and Nyudu is asking if they can just restart, but ViceVersa obviously gets the kill he got like already, so they just let Nyudu to be killed. I mean, the connection is really bad right now. Nyudu is still having connectivity issues. Yeah, that does happen sometimes, unfortunately. So let's see if Nyudu is able to fix it. Okay, I just like hop in real quick and see if the connectivity issue is resolved. Oh, 800 ms. 100 s. Oh, it's going down. Going down. And they could... let's see what happens. Oh, that's hella laggy. Yeah, okay. Man, unfortunate. It looks fine now. It doesn't look fine. So I'm very silent right now, apologies for that. We're trying to root out the problem in the chat to find out like what can be done. I mean, okay, then let's try that. Okay. Then we do that. Alright, so we're pulling the winner semis ahead. Alright. Perfect. No, nothing was perfect about this. This is quite unfortunate actually. Alright. So then we are putting the winners before this. Let's hope everything after that works out fine. Let me change the scoreboard really quick to the winners bracket here. Yoko against Dinkleberg. Dinkleberg. Safe. Yeah, apologies for that hiccup, but sometimes, you know, your provider is messing up, or maybe there's some connectivity issues because of other circumstances. You can't help it. We can just hope that it fixes somehow, and we don't have the queue in the top 8, which would be rather unfortunate. But now let's get back to this match. Yoko against Dinkleberg here in the winners semis. Both players without a single lose on the record, of course. So already quite impressive. Now the back throw from the scooter, which is a very important bridge attack. There are workarounds against that for the Bridget. For example, this recast. Ooh. And a lot of meter usage here, but gets in the end just to get thrown backwards. Dinkleberg here now with a slight advantage. But then again, Bridget has the tools to shut down Nago anytime. You just need to find the right setups, the right timings and the right mix. Of course, that's a lot of ifs. Who against? Like Dinkleberg really strong on the throws. We've seen it match after match now. Really knows when to put in the back throw. Stay patient, to block a lot. When they mess up, throw there in the corner, wall break. Great success. Ooh, and the nice purple reset. Frame trap. First round here for Dinkleberg. Over Yoko. Nice. The jump in with the JS. Great option to approach a slower character. And now with the Wild Assault wall break, which gives you a hard knockdown. So wanting to keep the pressure here, very good choice. And gets immediately rewarded. First round here for Yoko. Ooh, but the Wild Assault round start to keep them honest. Ooh, nice conversion. Didn't quite get the wall break. But with the reset, the damage is racking up quite fast, and the bite, Red RC, we have seen this before as well, for great damage and resetting the blood meter. Now Yoko on his last pixel of health here, and we throw again to finish it off. Yeah, Great spacing here, not falling for the throw again. And again throw baiting here. Now Dinkleberg's habit of having great throws actually coming back at him. Or at them, I bet. Ooh, threatening a throw and but throwing out the 6p here. For a little mix up. Ooh, again punishing the throw. Dinkleberg like getting counter hitted for a throw 4 times in a round, and with that Yoko getting his first match count on the board. 1-1. Both players, I feel like they're still feeling out each other a bit with the setup here. Now Yoko seems to have figured out something that works out quite well, and Dinkleberg trying to adapt to what's happening right now. Has the block lot stopped throwing because he saw that's not getting anywhere. Oh, I spoke too soon. There the back throw is again. Back throw master they call him. Super finish. Yeah. Always a great choice. With a side switch here. Yeah, Yoko really changing up the pressure right now. A lot of it is throw safe, more left right mixes. Trying to get Dinkleberg to guess a little bit more, so they can't just throw out their comfort tools. Again, baiting the throw here, very well spaced by Yoko. Of course, can't afford to lose another. Ooh, okay, next neutral interaction could be it for them. But the 6p getting them out, and with a quick 5h getting Nago down to 1 health, like 1 round. And like this round could be very important because it means the loser has to win 2 matches in a row. Ooh, that was a very nice conversion here with a low reset. Also Dinkleberg starting to get way more cautious on the blood meter, not throwing it out too much anymore. Maybe because they are afraid that they can't use bite as frequently anymore. Ooh, does this hit? It surely does! If you start baiting my throws, I will just super reversal you. Catches backdash and catches buttons. Great option here for Dinkleberg. Ooh, but the scooter just catches them on the little toe. Barely getting around for Yoko here on the board. So now 2-1, just 1 more match for Yoko to go into the finals. Nice, punishing the scooter with a throw. Very good option. Again, they found the footing again with their forte, which is the throw. Ooh, yeah, the high-low mixes of Bridget, always very hard to hold. If it's like, I guess you can just throw it, but I don't know if that's just Yoko messing up frame traps or if like Dinkleberg's timing is just that good. Walling out Yoko here with the long range options of the blood pop. Ooh. Also a great option here to just wild assault with the invulnerable against the approach from the 2-4S of Bridget, since it covers that many options. The wild assault is throwable, but as long as you're in the air, obviously you can't throw a grounded opponent. Ooh, nice punish here on the bite. And there is the equalizer. Once again, a very close match here. We have a 2-2. Check an opponent's connection. What's happening? I hope we don't have spectator bug. Connection lost. Are they fighting? Because if, then it's spectator bug. Yeah, they are fighting. Okay. So what happened is that they both accepted way too fast. And with that you sometimes get the spectator bug. Okay. Yeah. So Yoko is just waiting to get beat up so they can restart, so we can see the last match. Very friendly of them, not just continuing the match without us. Always like it when the participants are keeping the stream in mind. So don't be fooled. This is not Yoko losing. It's just resetting the match. So we can watch the final match of this winner semi-final in the first Dach region Beginners Weekly. Okay, here we are, back into the game. Very explosive start here from both. With a quick burst here from Dinkleberg, putting them on the back foot with the resources a bit. And now you in the corner against Buddah with a hell lot of trouble. No deflect shield, no burst to save you. Just getting mixed left and right. But Dinkleberg again, just don't giving it there. Just throw out them throws out there. Catching all the corners, like all the gaps in the pressure of Buddah. Ooh, but the backdash here as well with 100 meter. Could have become anything. Yeah, potential set point here for Dinkleberg. Ooh. Now the reversed rolls, what we just saw moments ago. From Dinkleberg in the corner, putting Yoko in the corner. As we saw before, like both of these players really on equal footing here. Oh, this super hits. Pretty sure, yep. And with that, and they're making it really, really exciting over there. Like set point here. This is it. Winner goes to winner's final. Let's see who gives it their all. And I mean, both are giving it their all, but which ones works out? Now Yoko still a little bit of burst meter left, but ooh, the throw again. And Dinkleberg really throwing himself into the finals. Every match we saw of them, so good throw timing. Gotta give him credit for that. Give them credit for that. So let's hope that Nyudu is back. Dinkleberg in the winners finals now, and Yoko dropping down to losers finals. Yeah. All right. We are trying again. Nyudu against ViceVersa. Yeah, we're just praying for Nyudu's internet right now. It's true, it's true. If they're getting DQ'd here because of the internet not working, that would be an extremely sad end to their very good run. Like, showing a lot of strength, showing a lot of like very good interactions and game knowledge. And then you just get thrown out because your service provider decided to not provide anymore. That would be extremely unlucky, and I would feel for them. So this looks like Nyudu on the top and ViceVersa on the bottom. Nyudu currently probably starting up the game. Probably is a hard word, by the way. Probably. Let's hope it works. Let's pray for a good connection. Oof, 300 milliseconds. They're trying it. It seems to be decreasing. And if it doesn't work, then there's nothing you can do, right? That looks laggy as fuck. Oof. Now they're playing. Somewhat. Pain. Oh, the nice emote. That's a good one until now. Hold up, is it working? Somewhat until a counter comes, then nothing works. Yikes. Man, this feels so bad. Oh, I feel it. I feel it so hard. It happened to me once as well, where my provider just decided to completely break down, and I had to like get thrown out. And it wasn't even a top 8, and that already felt bad. But just to make it into like even top 4 at this point, and just DC like that. Oh, that is pain. That is big pain. I'm not even playing and I'm feeling the pain. Really unfortunate here. Man, I guess we will just see more from Nyudu in the future. I think they would have had a really good chance here to take it all. Obviously Dinkleberg, ViceVersa, and Patschipa would have a word to say as well in that. But yeah, I mean, Nyudu definitely had a chance here to win the whole bracket. Man, that's unfortunate. At least they get a small victory screen here for their performance till now. Man, you hate to see it. Alright then, we have Patschipa against ViceVersa, I guess. I don't even know what to say. This is just, I don't know, man. Oh, the upload completely broke down to like a 50th of an mbit, like a few kilobit per second upload. Okay, that doesn't sound good. That sounds like other software is hogging all of the connection bandwidth. Yikes! Well, at least we get to see a few more matches. You made 5th place at least. From now on we only have 4 players left. ViceVersa, Patschipa, Yoko and Dinkleberg. And we start with ViceVersa against Patschipa. Giovanna versus Lilia. Very explosive matchup, both extremely fast characters. One has step dash, one has multiple air dashes and a great running speed. And both can challenge each other pretty much at every range, every situation. Like the DP of Giovanna and the 6P very strong anti-air options, JH long range, on ground, obviously strike, throw and mix-ups for both characters available. And we see that here it's super fast, back and forth already. Oh, great 2D counter, but burst comes back up. Great burst bait here, being aware that the burst is coming back up and immediately blocking it. And getting rewarded with the first win here in this matchup. Continuing the pressure with a dash 2D and trying to stagger 5P but losing the range to continue. Nonetheless, getting a big counter, missing the Chave 214S conversion barely. But Milia not aware of the interaction there, and I mean this was in the blink of an eye. With 30 seconds the first match already over in Patschipa's favor here. Ooh. And it keeps going here for Patschipa with a big counter hit here. Burst already gone for Milia, limiting the options on defense greatly and even on offense, since the Wild Assault and the Deflect Shield are both gone. At least Patschipa also had a burst now, but yeah, okay, gets out of the corner here, very important. You don't want to be stuck too long in the corner against Gio, because at some point you will get strike thrown. When with this, wow, still blocking the super, but very nice reaction here from ViceVersa. And with a good conversion here into the air, finishing off Patschipa for the first time in this match. Oh, the fast slash belly whiffing. And fast slash has great recovery, and ViceVersa profiting of that with a good with punish here. Now Patschipa in the corner. But gets out immediately. Herka, not the safest option. Can just, as we just saw, be jumped and air buttoned. Burst back here. Ooh, what was that? Like, kind of cross up JH counter hit here. But like into the wrong direction from Geo somehow. Ooh, nice. Wanted to continue here the combo with red RC. But saw the burst coming out and holding back instead. Getting the burst out for free. Winning the round. Pretty convincing. Now the resources greatly in the favor of Giovanna. And looking out for the whiff punishes. And now you in the strike throw. Mixer. Oh yeah, ViceVersa here. Having a few problems to find the correct gaps against Giovanna, who has a lot of very quick buttons. And even if they do whiff, you need to be ready to punish, really. You need to be ready before they even whiff. Yeah, 236k is a very beloved option of Giovanna's around the world after a burst, but it's extremely unsafe, as we just saw. Ooh, nice with the new Chave 2-4S hit. You can convert that into a combo. I mean, the wall spread was right there. So, not much to combo, but I mean, the close slash was in place. And a little bit of an air scramble here. But now like good stagger pressure here as well from Patschipa, showing that there are more tools even in the arsenal than they showed us till now. Yeah, trying to frame trap here with a 2H. What? You can throw that? Okay, I didn't even know that. Holy shit. What's the score? Now 2-0 for Patschipa. Sorry, I forgot to update. My bad. And you can throw that super. Ending the match? What? Was that already it? Was it? That was so fast. Is it 3-0 already? Really? Oh my god. My bad. That was too fast. I mean, the first match was like 30 seconds and like, I guess all of them were so fast. Holy crap. Alright then. That was losers semis, I guess. Now we move on to losers finals here. Yoko against Patschipa. Giovanna against Bridget. Patschipa 0 score. Yeah. Okay. I was wondering why they don't start, but Patschipa just wished ViceVersa a GG. Good sportsmanship, of course, you love to see it. Now, Bridget against Geo, that's a matchup I recently started to research. There are a few options here for both characters to find very good openings in neutral. But most of the time it is Bridget more on the proactive side and Geo on the reactive side. Nice. Patschipa here demonstrating once again that the air-to-air is not too shabby. Can't count it out. And finds here a great moment to get into after the yo-yo toss. And goes across the entire screen. And is being rewarded with the first round on the board here in the losers finals. Now Patschipa though has no meter at all, like no burst, no tension. And with that Yoko definitely can work, since the defensive options of Giovanna without meter are extremely limited. And gets a very nice wide assault conversion here. Unfortunately misses the wall break here, since they already buffered the yo-yo setup. But that shouldn't hurt too much, since they already got into doing even more damage and finishing it off with a nice whiff punish here. Again, extremely close matches here. Ooh, yeah, that's plus a cell and takes an option that does catch the backdash. Very well done from Patschipa. Ooh, very good spacing here from Yoko here, being aware of the ground that Giovanna can cover. But also Patschipa maybe learned from Dinkleberg or knew themselves beforehand that there are really some gaps that you can just throw your opponent. Ooh, threatening here the jump in, but jumping backwards instead and baiting out the 5k approach here from Patschipa. Getting a great whiff punish. Very nice option here from Yoko. See, not always doing the same. Realize that jumping in always is punishable very easily, so mixing it up right now. And with that we have the 1-1. Is it 1-1? Ah, no, is it once? Ah, I'm so bad. I didn't keep score. My bad again. See, this is why you always have 2 TOs, not 1. Ooh. Yeah, the 2-1 for us, the flip of Geo, is rather unsafe in a lot of situations. You can just get 6 speed. Now Yoko really finding the right distance here to bait out a few options, gets a few good counter hits. But as I said, like when Giovanna has meter, she has a few very good options, and we just saw that right here. Ooh, using Wild Assault to extend the block string combo. Always have to be aware if there's coming like a low or a throw afterwards. And with the red RC, takes a round off of Yoko here once more. Ooh, very good block string here. Throwing a lot of high lows in there. And when the yo-yo is out, you gotta be careful. And once again, the punish for the fast slash, which has a lot of recovery. Nice. The PRC pressure, really very good tool here of Yoko. So it's either 1-1 or 2-1 right now, I'm not too sure. Yeah, Yoko is really finding their momentum here right now. Like getting into the comfort zone of doing the right pressure, baiting the big buttons of Giovanna. A lot of back and forth, but I mean, Patschipa also obviously can adapt here and start to just use a lot of like just safer options here and don't throw out buttons in mid-screen. Started to work out, but I mean, you really need to find a very good balance here. Doesn't always just net you around to get one right spacing in neutral. It's always very great conversion here of Yoko. See, bait like with all these jump backs, trying to bait big buttons here of Patschipa, which has worked a lot in the past time. But Patschipa also adapting very well here with going for some safer options like a quick 6p. And if it whiffs, you know what, you are fast enough to just get in and do another 6p. Ooh, the red RC into the YRC. You're getting a big counter hit with the finishing off the round. Extremely close matches here. Ooh, that was a nice switch up with the 2-1 4S. Getting a free knockdown. Yeah, falling here for the trap. Ooh. Yeah, both players really using a lot of different tools and making the opponent guess on offense as well as on defense. Oh, burst here up for Yoko still, but 100 meter for Patschipa. And you gotta be aware, Giovanna becomes like more tanky with meter, and with 100 meter she even nearly has as much health as Potemkin. And that's another match on the board for Patschipa. So it is either 2-2 or 2-1 right now. As I said before, I'm not sure if I missed a round beforehand. Let's see. Yeah. Much more cautious now on the yo-yo tosses. Oh, do you get there? No, it was too high. The counter was too high. Couldn't get a good conversion into the wall break. And now we have very interesting the definition of insanity, doing the same thing 3 times in a row for both players with high-low options. Or Patschipa, all the resources in the world, 100 meter and full burst. Oh, not bursting, okay. Goes for the hero burst right now. 1 pixel of health, needs to be careful. Now, can we get a conversion? Burst from Yoko as well. But with the long range aerial buttons, able to close it out. At least Patschipa was able to get the resources of Yoko as well, which helps in this round now. Yeah, Yoko choosing to get into a more favorable neutral position range for her instead of trying to directly punish the 214K. Always a choice you have to make. It's a trade-off. You don't get immediate pressure, but you get a little bit of space between you, which is generally favorable for Bridget. Oh, I wake up super, but it was expected of Yoko, ready to punish it and even baiting the burst for another win for Yoko. And I actually counted correctly. It is 2-2 now. So, set point here in losers finals. Winner advances to winners finals with a guaranteed 2nd place. Ooh, nice throw out of the scooter here. And yeah, don't forget that the 2H of Giovanna has a vortex. I forgot the English word for it. Forget it. It pulls you in and you can get a 2-1-4S much easier. And languages are hard. Ooh, very nice wild assault conversion once again here. But the wall stick was too high, didn't get the wall break accidentally. But you know, the 2S for the finish. Some yo-yos to the ankles. Breaking your shin in the process. Has to be hurtful. Big ass metal yo-yo in between the legs. Ooh, nice corner carry here. A little bit of a scramble situation, both players just blocking, not too sure when the other one will press. Patschipa coming out ahead out of that interaction. Ooh, yeah, that's a true 50-50 right there. Can't blame them for guessing wrong. Just happens sometimes. Both players spending their meter like crazy. Don't forget, like I said before, now Giovanna 100 meter is as tanky as Potemkin. Okay, nearly as tanky as Potemkin. Ooh, the PRC gets them out just in time, just to get hit by another spiral arrow here. Oh, very close here now, the set point here in the last round of the losers finals. Losers gets 3rd place, winners goes to winners finals here. Both players just giving their all, or barely just dropping the air combo here, not getting a wall split for free. Bit of unfortunate timing here for Patschipa, and now Yoko on the turn, pressuring relentlessly, going like for it, and with a returning yo-yo, great setup here. Now Patschipa in the corner has to be very careful. The virus, he barely misses, but Yoko not pressuring it and gets a 5D counter, going for another one, but that whiffs the backdash. Now scramble situation after RRC. Both players extremely cautious, don't wanting to lose. Oh, and Yoko takes it 3-2. And with that, Yoko is advancing back up into the winners bracket, winners final. But obviously has to beat Dinkleberg twice in a row has to do a rerun if possible. And we have to remember that in the semifinals, Yoko lost against Dinkleberg 2-3. So this is a very tall order, of course, here. But congrats. First and foremost, like just getting into the winners finals here. And Patschipa, very great run. Very well played so far. Like showcasing a lot of very good mechanics, good spacing. Very well played and much earned 3rd place. And oh my god, I have to do the... What, Nyudu? What's happening? Huh? Where is Nyudu coming from? What is happening? What? What are we doing here? Yeah, you're testing connection, but why on the tournament stream? Okay. Anyway, winners finals, please. Okay, so Nyudu apparently wants to spectate in the game. But I have to say, if it starts to lag, I will have you to leave, Nyudu. Nerf Gold Lewis. So, winners finals here. Yoko will have to do a complete like bracket run, rerun, beating Dinkleberg twice in a row here. Which is a very tall order. Dinkleberg completely undefeated so far. But there were very few close calls, for example by Yoko himself or themselves, who nearly beat Dinkleberg but unfortunately dropped to losers bracket after a 2-3 against Dinkleberg. But now we're in this winners finals here, and obviously Yoko now is like really warmed up while Dinkleberg had to wait for the last like 20 minutes. So that's going in their favor. But already we have very strong counter hit, wall break combo, killing of the first life here of Yoko. Yeah, the pressure of Dinkleberg obviously is no joke here, as we have seen before. Wu waiting patiently here for the roll-in. See, not throwing out like dangerous low recovery, high recovery buttons. Not giving Yodo even a chance to whiff punish, but Yoko finding the right moments with the timing of the returning yo-yo. So when Dinkleberg is trying to whiff punish, or like rather punish an attack approach, gets hit by the yo-yo in the back, and Yoko gets a very good hit off and a wall break. But now like Dinkleberg also getting a wall break. Ooh, with the defect she trying to get some distance, but that doesn't always work against, oh my god, against Bridget. But does this hit? Is this a block? Yeah, that was a JS. And that should kill the Bridget. Yeah, barely. It does kill. And with that, Dinkleberg with the first score here. First point on the board. And like Yoko going for a mix between rolling and faking a roll-in. And working out greatly. Look at that damage. Already like 70% gone off Nago's HP. And it has to be extremely careful with this high blood meter. Like one hit can kill him right now. When the roll in, Red RC gets them. Is the conversion working here? Has another Wild Assault. And with a 5H to finish it off. Great pressure here from Yoko. Oh, double Fukyo to try to fake out something that never came. Yoko just holding down back and be safe. With a bite here. Spent a lot of blood, but got it all back. And of course here, going for the super wall break. For those unaware, like most of Nago's buttons using his sword do give him blood back if they are not specials, but the super especially gives them 2 entire bars of blood back, which is very important since the more blood they have, the more damage they do get. Oh, now you are in the mixer, but Dinkleberg finds the option to just break out shortly before the yo-yo returns. But Yoko already having his finger, or their finger, on the burst button. Now with 100 meter, there's great pressure to be had. Barely drops the combo, and as we see again, the deflect shield at that point in the block string doesn't really do that much, since the 5H has so much range. Now first point on the bot here for Yoko. 1-1 on equal footing here so far with Dinkleberg, and that is the minimum they have to do right now. Ooh, the blood pop doesn't really had an eye out for the blood meter of the Nago. Could have got maybe a very huge conversion and a kill. But you know, that happens. It's hard to have all your resources and the opponent's resources and their special resources in mind. So it's just, you only have 2 eyes. Where are you going to look? With a Beyblade 2 times here in a row. Ooh, but the blood pop now, and there's nothing that can save you except maybe a burst, of course. And some 5Hs. For a very, very quick second round. Or third round, I'd rather have to say. 2-1 for Yoko. Tournament life on the line here. Dinkleberg may be able to win the Beginners Weekly, the first Beginners Weekly reboot right here and right now. But, I mean, Yoko is still in there, not giving up. For now, getting half of the life of Dinkleberg without any defense at all. But that changes really fast with the beloved bite into Red RC. And now we have also the beloved scooter into Red RC. Oh, another deflect shield here, this time putting a great deal of space between the two of them. And the pressure is there, the yo-yo setups are there. Oh, but oh, the perfect throw again. Dinkleberg showing us his specialty, their specialty. But another close slash combo here finishes it off. Yoko, of course, trying their best to get back into this. And a blood pop here on block. And this is a lot of damage. Look how the life of Dinkleberg just drains away into nothingness. And another scooter Red RC into a combo. Do we see a Wild Assault? We do! Ooh, but touches the floor just very shortly. Is this a hit? It is a hit. But we don't go into the long animation. So a little bit less damage. Is this enough? This is a wall break with a 6H finisher. Definitely enough. Oh, Wild Assault round start to keep the Bridget on their toes. Oh, nice. Correct spacing to avoid being punished by the 6P here from Dinkleberg. Potential set point here. With Yoko about to get the burst back. And there it is, just in time to stop a Red RC or super conversion. With a roll and a big counter hit here, but unfortunately doesn't get the good conversion. With another counter hit here. Ah, drops the combo again. Still has meter up though. There's a PRC and the super reversal, and I'm pretty sure the Yoko is blocking it. Another RC. Oh, they're making it so close. And Dinkleberg takes it. Wow, what a few like last explosive seconds here in this match. Extremely close matches, very fun top 8. And with that we have our very first winner of the GGST Dach Beginners Weekly Bracket. Congratulations to Dinkleberg for the first place winner here. And also of course congratulations for Yoko for a second place. Very strong showing here. Don't be sad. There's always a next time. And wow, yeah. That was a blast. Like the last 2 hours. We had a few hiccups here and there, but like technical difficulties always can happen, of course. Like you can't avoid it every time. So yeah. Wow. Very, very, very exciting matches here. Especially like you have to remember this is a beginner's bracket. And yeah, all of the, like most of the players under level 100. Not even everybody, like I think floor 10, like some are even below that. And for that, man, we saw some really, really great plays. We saw some awesome combos, good spacing, good neutral, and rather like overall good game knowledge and good approaches here. Even like a lot of players adapting really well to certain situations. Yeah, so congratulations to the top 8, and obviously thank you for all the participants. Thank you to all of you watchers tuning in into the stream. For those who don't know, the Dach community is a hub for the German-speaking community that includes mostly Germany, Austria, Switzerland, but of course like 1 or 2 people from like Luxembourg, for example, or Liechtenstein. And yeah, we are here to combine all the communities, help like communication between each other. Drop by if you need any help. We have coaches. We are hosting multiple different other tournaments. For example, monthly with prize money as well. Those are for Dach area only though. So the beginners is the only tournament we are hosting that is for all of Europe. Yeah. Once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. Have a nice weekend, and I hope to see you next time. Oh wait, we can raid somebody maybe. Let's raid somebody. Oh, we can't raid. The Twitch account is not old enough to raid. Next week we are old enough to raid. Okay, have a nice weekend.
the road.